My Life in Psych by Kate Vanek. Kinesthetic sense. I have done sports ever since I was little. My kinesthetic sense helps with all of my movement and coordination. Today, it helps me balance as I skate across the ice, spin, and land jumps. It even keeps me balanced as I go running. Ever since I was young, I've had a slow to warm up temperament. I hate new situations with lots of new people and where I have to talk to strangers. I try to avoid large crowds of new people, and I will also avoid calling stores or restaurants on the phone. However, once you get to know me, I will not stop talking and I will not act shy at all. Growing up, I had a secure attachment to my mom. Just like Mary Ainsworth described a secure attachment, I would play comfortably in her presence. Also, I would be distressed anytime she would leave. When I was little, anytime I would have a babysitter, I would cry when my mom left. Anytime my mom would come back, I would always run to hug her. As a little kid, my role model was always my mom. I would learn by watching everything she did. If she was outside gardening, I would go outside and help her. If she was baking cookies, I would want to bake with her too. I was like her little shadow, always doing what she was doing. I like to think I have a type B personality, but in reality, I'm a type A person. I am rigidly organized as shown by my psych note cards, and also really impatient. I hate waiting for things to happen, especially if it's a surprise. If I'm waiting for someone to come, I'll be really impatient until they get there. I also always make the mistake of taking too much on. I will try to balance school, skating, being captain of a Relay for Life team, and everything else going on in my life. I am the oldest child in my family, and as described by Alfred Adler, I have some of the traits a firstborn would have. I am organized with all my school stuff in order. Another trait typical of the oldest is to be anxious. I tend to worry too much about things, especially about upcoming tests and events. When I was younger, I struggled with my sister being born because I thought my mom didn't love me anymore, which is typical. I even pushed over my sister's cradle when she was a baby. However, I grew to love her. I tend to come off as an introvert because I am quiet and tend to not talk as much during school. I am also very shy around people I don't know well. However, I enjoy hanging out with my friends and being around people. I was always a happy baby who loved to be helped. Also, just like an extrovert, I prefer to be around with people than being alone. I have a slight case of OCD. Everything has its place and everything has to be where it goes. I have to share a bathroom with my sister and my house is perfectly organized and hers looks like a disaster and it drives me crazy. My money also always has to be in order. I overreact to germs. I always have to wash my hands before and after I eat, and I don't like sharing food with people unless they've washed their hands. I also don't let other people drink my water or take a bite out of my food. The worst thing though is that I hate going to the gas station because the gas pump grosses me out. I have a very high level of stress, worrying about and trying to balance school, homework, skating, and friends. Also, it is very stressful trying to make up everything I missed after being gone for a skating competition. After a long period of high stress, I always get sick with a cold, which Seal talks about in his theory of general adaptation syndrome. General stress is added onto by daily hassles. Daily hassles I experience include the huge traffic jam during rush hour on the way to practice, slow walkers in the hallway when I'm late for class, and tons of homework. What makes these hassles better are uplifts. A major uplift is when I have time to bake s'mores cookies and when it's nice out and I can go for a walk. And that is my fun, crazy, and sometimes super stressful life in psych.